Yeah, and you got an aardvark dick, and that's why your dad died! Oh, yeah!
Dark comedy, also known as black comedy or morbid humor. A genre in mediums such as TV shows, movies, and even video games.
I love being a pedophile.
This is a unique genre in media for its potential with getting away with a lot more than others could. It often faces matters centered around subjects considered taboo or too obscure that will oftentimes make audiences uncomfortable but instead make light to it.
A plus, actually.
Is the plus for plus size? Yeah, if you're so good at math, why can't you count your calories?
Many people enjoy dark comedy as it can be seen as painfully relatable or even entertaining in ways that can only be portrayed by their favorite fictional characters who get themselves into unrealistic situations with dramatic consequences. Today, I'm specifically going to discuss dark comedy in animated TV series and the tropes often portrayed in them that represent what all dark comedy consists of. Some of the tropes I will be discussing are shock humor, violence and death, realistic situations with exaggerated means, common targets, and more. Shock humor. Shock humor is a trope used in various forms of comedy with the intent of the joke or bit being to shock the audience. With dark humor, shock humor is often used with the pretense of shocking the audience with obscurity. And this is even more intensified in animated dark humor as the gag goes from more realistic to more comedically fictional. For instance, a live-action dark comedy might have a character say something daringly offensive, or even an instance where a character has a realistic-ass death out of nowhere, such as Regina George getting ran over by a bus.
Take that fake apology and shove it right up your hairy...
However, with animation making worlds and their respected cartoons limitless, they might exchange those gags for ones more whimsical and unlikely, such as the dramatic and unrealistic deaths of Kenny in South Park. Violence and death. As mentioned before with Kenny's various deaths, dark comedy animated series are able to go more all out with their death scenes and violence because they can animate anything rather than a live action having to use CGI, effects, or makeup to replicate a gruesome death. And again, with the shows such as South Park, their animation styles are able to humorize gory injuries into more comedic gags. Realistic situations with exaggerated endings. This is a very popular trope that can be used in both adult animated series and even with kids series, as the medium of animation calling for creativity and the storyline also following this. Family Guy is very known for this trope, as an episode can start off with the family at a dinner table celebrating Lois's birthday, to Stewie eventually attempting to murder Lois, but failing, resulting in Lois murdering Stewie, her very own 1-year-old son.
Shoot me! Shoot your little baby Stewie!
Regular Show is another great example that needs no further explanation for this trope other than this clip representing the entire series as a whole.
No, we normally don't have very good excuses for why we don't do stuff, but we definitely have a good one this time. That horse right there fell out of the sky and has to pass a US history test or the whole Earth's gonna explode.
What? Hey Timmy, how many able-bodied people does it take to screw in a light bulb? One.
Targets. Targets within dark comedy remain reoccurring throughout all forms of media, but can be seen more prevalent in animated series as reoccurring characters can have intensified features with disabilities or minorities that can often be used as a common source of a joke.
Gemma? Gemma! Gemma?
You're such a fat ass, Cartman. At least I'm not a stupid Jew.
What?
Racism is a common target in these comedies also, as it never seems as racist when seeing an adorable animated character say the words.
That's it! That's what I'm talking about! Pump! 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 Think of a big black man chasing you!
As compared to a real actor that can be clipped and taken out of context. An example I want to highlight is in an anime called Ghost Stories that was originally voiced in Japanese, but because of the lack of funding or care, the voice actors got to run with any ideas they could for the English dub.
Oh, perfect. It's in Japanese. Jing Chao Nong Ding Tao. Wait, that's Chinese. Luckily, I can read Barricade.
The irony in this scene being that the show is set in Japan, with characters who speak Japanese, creates another layer of comedy. In the end, dark humor is a very popular yet dangerous genre in media, as its goal is to be offensive yet to not offend their audience. As for it aging in today's society, it is becoming harder and harder to get away with jokes as before, as more people are aware of the offense that they should be taking from the shows, which in the end is not a bad thing. While it may be dark and offensive, it is still held in the hearts of many, including mine, and is able to manifest into newer generations through new forms of comedy each day. Here's a list of sources that I use for this video. Thank you.